Hello and welcome to Math 111, Basic Technical Mathematics. I'm your professor. My name is Michael Pastor. I will be instructing you this semester. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you an orientation video and show you how to get started with the site. Now, first thing you want to do is you want to navigate to the Virginia Western website. And you can do that by typing in www.virginiawestern.edu into the address bar of your browser that you're using. Make sure it's an up-to-date browser, like a Google browser or Edge, Microsoft Edge or something. Or what do they use? They still use Safari in the Apple world? I don't know. I don't remember. Excuse me. Anyways, once you get here, it'll look just like this, and these images will be popping up for you. What you can do then is I want you to go to my BWCC. Oh wow, that was quite a thunderclap outside. I hope that doesn't affect us. Very close. So when you do that, you get to a page like this, and they're asking for your Virginia Community College ID here. Mine is MSP299952. Type it in, hit go, and I need a password. I actually have mine saved already. Hit go again, and it will take you to your applications page. Now this is where we want to go. There's a lot of applications here to use. Some neat ones, like for example Google Drive's a nice place to store stuff on a cloud service, so in case your computer crashes or something, you won't have the information won't get lost. There's a link to your Virginia Western Community College site. Some of these other places where I've taught that are in the system. A way to change your password. That's nice when it comes up. That just occurred for me a couple days ago. The student information system you can access here. Another important item is Zoom. Zoom is a way to interact with people online. You can launch a Zoom session from here. You're already logged in, and you can launch it. All you need is the Zoom ID to do that for whatever person you're connecting with, and that's easy to get. BrainFuse is a tutoring service. I'll mention that again, I think, later. But there's a lot of stuff here, and you can take some time and look this stuff over. But what we're interested in is Canvas, our course management page. So most of your classes are going to be set up on Canvas, probably all of them at this point. Here's some classes that I had recently and that I currently have. Not all of them. I haven't. A few of them I haven't started yet. But you want to look over here, and on the left you can see some items. There is an inbox where you can do email via Canvas, and it's official email, so your other professors will answer it. There's a calendar here and some other things to do. But make sure you're on dashboard, and then you come down and select the class. And our class is this class here, a little gear in it. Now, that brings you to our home page. And our home page is the name, and here's a way to contact me. This is the easiest email to use to contact me. You can also send an email at mpastor@virginiawestern.edu. I don't check that as often, and I'm not sure I'm going to forward all the mail from there to this email or not, because there's a lot of extra mail that I won't get other than important stuff from you folks. Okay, here there's other things. There's some items over here you can check out at your own leisure. But if you're just new to Canvas, you might want to go to Canvas information and click this button. Wow, there's another thunderclap. So might lose power here and waste all my time. Anyways, you can click here and go to Canvas information and get some tutorials on Canvas. You can click over here, and we're going to actually go ahead and do that, student resources. Click on the student resource button, and you get a bunch of resources. Of course, there's all this COVID information you might want. Some stuff on Respondus lockdown browsers if your instructor uses that. I don't use it. More Canvas stuff, info on Zoom. So this is a lot of tutorials and stuff. And while we're on tutorials, here's the point that I wanted to get to down here on the learning resources. There's a lot of learning resources to use here at a touch of a button, but tutoring appointments is the one I wanted you to click on, and you can schedule your own tutoring and your own personal tutoring too here. And also here is the information associated with BrainFuse, which is a 24/7 online tutoring that you're going to have access to. Boy, that rain is coming down hard. Hope it doesn't flood. And I think you have a certain number of these you can use every semester. You'll have to look into that. But you can also email the tutoring folks here if you have tutoring questions. The STEM Center is also a great place to go for math help, and the STEM Center is located in the STEM building, and I think that's on the 3rd floor still. Okay, so now if you click the back arrow, you're going to see that you can't get out of this because you're on a different class page here. It takes you. So what you have to do is you have to come over to the dashboard again. And once you're back on the dashboard, then you can click our class again. Okay, now what we're going to do is enter our course. We can enter it a number of different ways. We can press this button to enter the course, or we can press the module button over here. I'm going to press this button to enter the course. And I'm going to turn this on student view now because it's going to be the view that you folks are going to see. Now I really scale down things here. Only the only absolute most important thing you need for the class. That way you're not overwhelmed with a bunch of useless nonsense. And you'll see my class is also set up in a very Spartan way. I'm going to close these. Not close them, but I'm going to reduce them. And this is it. This is it for our class right here. It's all fit into these 5 tabs and a couple buttons over here. You'll see you have the home button, which always brings you, if you want to go back to that home portion. You have announcements, and I do have a first announcement here. You can read at your leisure, and it gives you some instructions if you forget to where to go. But we're going to go to modules, and we're going to look at modules. That's where we're going to do most of our work right now in this video. There's also a link here for Zoom that you can use that I left on, and there's also a BrainFuse tutoring button here. You can press, and it'll hotlink you to BrainFuse tutoring. Of course, you can select here, and you can always real time check your grades. But modules is where we're at right now, and it says start here, so let's start there. And again, there's some more resources here. Some of these are exactly the same, take you to exactly the same information as before. You can click on this if you want. It's a spiel about me, but it has some email addresses you can use. And I'll click the arrow to the left up top to go back, or I could have clicked modules, just come back here. And let's use this start here button. I should probably erase that start here up there. And I have exam schedules at the top here, but really we should start with the syllabus. But I have the exam schedules at the top because you'll probably, after you've read the syllabus once or twice, you'll probably never use it again. And this exam schedule you might click on over and over again. So here is our syllabus. So this is a completely asynchronous class, which means you can do this class at your own pace. And there's just assignments and videos, essentially, is how the class is set up. So here's information about your class. One important thing is we're not using a textbook this semester. We're going to use OpenStax Algebra. Last summer, we set all this up with OpenStax Algebra as a free resource. And this is the hot link to the algebra and trigonometry book we're going to use for this class. And I may as well click on it right now since we're here. And when you click on it, it takes you to the OpenStax site. So this is www.openstax.org. It's also written in the syllabus. And sometimes there's messages that tell you, but this is it. It's an actual free textbook online. You can click the table of contents here, and you can just start messing with it. When you click different topics, you will go to that section. For example, if we want to talk about real numbers, algebra essentials, we'll go there, and we'll go to chapter 1, section 1.1, and it's just a textbook. But what's nice about this textbook is that you have interactive examples when you're going through here, so you can practice as you go through the text. It's really nice. I think it's actually better than a typical regular textbook. So when we finish up a section, scrolling down to the bottom of this section here, there are example problems. And the odd problems have answers to them. So when you can run here and you can run your practice homeworks. And when you click here, you can check your answers when you're done. It takes a little getting used to, but once you do, you'll see that it's pretty nice. Okay, they're trying to get you to do extra stuff here. There's a lot you can do with this too. A lot more than just that. You can, let's see if we can go back to the, yes. You can do this online. You can download the app. You can download a PDF. And you can order a print copy. And if you order a print copy, I think they do charge you. But it's not overly expensive. Let's see what happens if we click on that. Order a personal copy. I don't know which is the best way to go. Well, it is kind of expensive, $45. And that was with Amazon. So we'll come back, and all of our different sections that we use are outlined in the syllabus and the places you need. And so that is the online text. OpenStax, Algebra and Trigonometry. Okay, so I've navigated back here to the syllabus. Here you see Open Trigonometry. Other things you might want to get for the class is a calculator. Keep in mind, you can probably use a cell phone or download a nice app on your cell phone, either for free or to pay if you don't want to have advertisements. Sometimes cell phone calculator advertisements are horribly abusive. But for attendance, I will check to see that you're doing the first couple assignments in the class, and if not, you can get kicked out of the class. It's actually a state rule to follow attendance because of financial aid, and veterans also have they want us to make sure that everybody is following spending their money correctly. So here's the grading policy. We're going to have 4 practice exams, and then at the halfway point, we're going to have a midterm that covers chapter 1 through 4. And that's worth 1,000 points. And all 4 of these practice exams together is worth 1,000 points. And then, so we'll have 2 before the midterm, 2 after the midterm. And there's a final exam for 1,000 points. And if we do any extra credit, we can do up to 150 points worth. 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, so on and so forth. Okay, so I encourage you to solve the suggested homework that I have set up, and probably this is the best way to ensure that you're really getting the material, because practice is important. I'm going to have practice exams. You can work together on these practice exams. Actually, you can work together on your homework too. And then a midterm and a final, and you can read more about these topics on your own. Makeup and late work are really going to have a hard time doing that. So don't miss the work. There's inclement weather issues with the college. If you're planning on going to the college, maybe to use the computers there to take this class, keep in mind you can sign up for the early alert system, and that'll help you do things there. And then there's a detailed course outline of what we're going to cover, and a topic list and exam dates. And I'm going to come back in the next video and discuss that.